In theory, in 2013, Krisha, my niece, Vernay, my sister, Michael Cooper Sr., through Michael Favors with Kim Ellison made a deal where they pulled 20 good teeth. At Sheila's graduation, they started taking a series of pictures of me where they wanted to act as if they gave me a lot of money, where Don Samuels, Bobby Joe Champion, Keith Ellison, through Barb Johnson, Mark Dayton made a deal. Under that deal, they decided to slander my name, defame my character, and in my mind, still $2.2 million at that time that I wrote on an IEP that was due me. I was willing to settle at $2.2 million with District Number 1, District Number 2, and then have the courts, which I felt at that time was Magistrate Tunheim, who is now Chief Tunheim, allot me an amount of money times that. It was supposed to be $17.6 million for the abuse of me and my children, where, again, District Number 1 was the sole district that educated Sheila and Michael and tried to discriminate against my child. And as they discriminated against Michael, it affected Sheila, and then it affected me, and it affected my household as I was a daycare provider for family and friends at times, and then I did foster care for the state of Minnesota. And as I did foster care for the state of Minnesota, again, 2013, I started having anxiety attacks because I was suing District Number 1. And as I was suing District Number 1, and my therapist told me, Sharon, do you know how hard it's going to be to sue District Number 1? And I thought, no. And that was in 2003, 2004. And we were in 2014, 13, 12, right? And I'm trying to settle claims. They had the opportunity through Kim Ellison and Michael Favors to settle claims. Instead, they decided to have Krisha, Vernay, DAYAIRRE Baker in my mind, attack me. And right now, I don't like DAYAIRRE Baker. I can't stand DAYAIRRE Baker. Me and DAYAIRRE Baker will never make up if through Kim Ellison, she worked with a Dr. Thorson, where they removed my teeth, they shrunk my face, they operated on my back, they gave me a disc fusion I did not want. They then tried to make me a drug addict using history for me being homeless, where again, people at the shelters like Darlene, Wanda, Monique Barnes was slandering my name, defaming my character, and keeping me entwined in a system where people like Q-Bear, Shed G, by the way, through KMOJ, Spike Moss, they decided that the money that was due me from a bond, I imagined, Jim Long got me when I graduated from PYC. When I graduated from PYC, Jim Long told me to go to college. Jim said, Sharon, you need to work on your writing, because at that time, under PYC, we weren't having a demand as high school was. When I left when I got to PYC, I was coming from Henry. As I came from Henry, they denied me my high school diploma. I was a child left behind. Patrick Henry owed me money. They kicked me out. They made me repeat the 10th grade when I didn't have to. They withheld records from Detroit where I repeated the I didn't repeat the 9th grade. I had to make up credits. Every time they told my parents I had to make up credits, I had to make up credits. And see, we were flunked. We weren't like you guys, where you just got passed, right? So under the No Child Left Behind Act, Jim, I said that's where they sued for me. And that was created through Tunheim. And I don't know where Tunheim was. I thought him and Bill Clinton. And that's where my money came from. A bond under Lutheran Church. And I said the churches through the shelters were now helping aid and slander my name, defame my character. Like the Simpson House, they got a lot of money. Salvation Army, all these people got money and they retire, they move. As I look like this. And remember, Dr. Yoon, you said, Sharon, when you get your teeth, your hearing will be better. Did that doctor at the North Memorial say, we're going to do all this and we're going to do that? Did you guys then, once again, knock me out, study me without my permission? You want to use this medication you're giving me? Where, again, Sumasic, I sold Oxycontin and you came and you evaluated me as a social worker. Is that why you didn't have to quit? Huh? Because what would you have said? Sharon was a normal, sane person. I looked at the bottle of pills according to policy and procedure. She had them put up like she told me. The children that we put in her care was great, exceptional. We really should have put her in the foster care book, but because Sharon was single, black, living in public housing, we didn't do that. I mean, I did my job. What else could Sue Mossick say? Rochelle Stratton, Diana Wilkie. Where did you wake up yesterday? This morning? Huh? Where did you wake up? You know Don Samuels? You on Don Samuels' Department of Human Services? Go get some of your money, resources, beg for your shit? Bobby Joe Champion, the senator of my budget, him and Otis Mays. You give me a car, Mike Sr.? Huh? Was the car given to me after you gave me the dog last winter? Huh? Am I a dog-ass bitch? That's how I seen it. They were calling me a dog-ass bitch. Why? Because I didn't want to let Don Samuels steal my money, buy businesses, rent homes, shit, while they got me living in a motherfucking car, telling me go get my money from a white guy named Michael Cooper Sr. What would have happened if Skeets would have still been alive? Would he have cheated on Cretia? Would they have still been together? Could we guarantee some shit? Wait a minute. When Renee said Mike Sr., did you graduate? Was he really in school? Huh? Was he really trying to better himself? You know, because that was an accident, right? Renee lied, tried to get a family fight going with Pooter and Cretia and Tasha, like I tried to let Michael shoot her and shit. I was so disappointed in that bitch. Disappointed because they were down there in my house arguing. I snapped out Renee, like, bitch, I'd never go to your house and argue with Nick. I'd never go to your house and argue with Kenny Bostick. Bitch was telling Kenny Bostick my business. I didn't know Kenny Bostick. I'm getting out of Hennepin County Medical Center from slicing my wrist because Foley Robiner was fucking with me, right? Huh? I beat somebody in a disorderly conduct on a Friday. On a Monday, the courts was fucking with me again, trying to give me another motherfucking ticket, slander my motherfucking name. Robiner gonna get smart. You should take public classes. Ain't that a bitch? So then I started thinking I got these white bitches in robes fucking with me. And then I thought you might not even be a motherfucking judge. You might just be a paralegal, right? Doing some form filing shit. And people like Mark Dayton just appointed you right there so he could control your little secretary ass, right? Huh? That's what I said. I was disrespecting them, right? Because I kept saying I could be you. And they didn't like that shit, did they? Nah, because you little black bitch, you can't beat me, can you? Huh? We would never appoint you. We need people like Tanya, motherfucking discriminatory Bransford. That's what we need. Huh, Bertha?